Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw. According to her pretend friends in the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star. According to the media, when the Chicago Bravado are on the road traveling to dumps across the WNBA, tickets are hot. Angel Reese is so important. She is the only player in the WNBA with dozens of aliases. Of course, she gave most of these aliases to herself, but that's okay. It doesn't change the fact that she has a distinct advantage. If Angel Reese is struggling during a game, she transitions to Bayou Barbie. If BB is struggling, she becomes Me-Bound Barbie. If Me-Bound is struggling, she becomes Double Barbie. Angel Reese has so many aliases, she could fill the entire roster. Matter of fact, this would save the Chicago Bravado thousands of pesos in salary to other players. They can release everyone else and just pay Angel Reese. The end result is going to be the same. They're already losing. They're already one of the worst teams in pretend basketball. Might as well save some pesos while being a huge embarrassing failure. Over the last couple of years, Angel Reese has been one of the best illusions in the WNBA. In a league filled with make-believe, the Bayou Barbie has been one of the premier fantasies. Angel Reese looks like a star. She presents herself as a star. Her pretend friends in the media try desperately to convince us that she is a star. But for some reason, no one else believes it. No one is biting into the shit sandwich. The truth is, Angel Reese is the worst kind of star. We talked about this yesterday on the second channel with Elle Duncan, she, her. Both Angel Reese and Elle Duncan are supporting cast members who think they are stars. This can be incredibly difficult to deal with because you're dealing with a strong sense of delusion. To my knowledge, Angel Reese has yet to sell out a home game without Caitlin Clark. Her ratings are down significantly when she's not playing the Rue from Waterloo. A couple of weeks ago, ABC broadcast the WNBA back-to-back on Saturday and Sunday. That Sunday afternoon, the Dallas Wankers and Indiana Felines drew 2.1 million viewers. The day before, ABC broadcast the Minnesota Lynxers and the Chicago Bravado. Now, ratings were immediately available for Wankers Felines, but it has been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And ratings have yet to be released for Lynxers Bravado. I wonder why. In her defense, Angel Reese is an important player. Outside of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese is the only player in the WNBA with mainstream name recognition. But just because you're famous, it doesn't mean you're box office. Just because you're famous, it does not mean you're good business. There is a trio of huge embarrassing failures in late night who are big names in Hollywood. They are losing tens of millions of dollars every year, and one of them just got fired. Like I say all the time with Angel Reese, popularity on social media does not equal demand. It doesn't mean people are willing to pay to see you play. This isn't just Uncle Casey's opinion. It's also the opinion of the owner of a professional basketball league. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel is in the description below. Today on the second channel, going to be talking about this mysterious injury with Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Felines are being a bit secretive regarding the severity of the injury, which isn't unusual. We see this in the NBA all the time. In most cases, when a team is being secretive with an injury, especially to a star player, it ain't good. I would not be surprised if Caitlin Clark missed the rest of the season, which would be devastating for WNBA players who are currently using her as leverage to increase their salaries. We'll talk about it on the second channel, so click the link in the description below and subscribe. 8 years ago, Ice Cube launched the Big Three. Now, for those that don't know, the Big Three is a 3-on-3 basketball league that mostly consists of former NBA players. Dwight Howard joined the league this year, but for the most part, the Big Three consist of former role players in the NBA. The league has been somewhat successful. It's definitely not a failure, but throughout their existence, the Big Three has been missing the one thing that can launch them into the mainstream. The Big Three has been missing a star. But KC, Dwight Howard is a star. He was a major draw for the NBA. Yeah, Dwight Howard was a big draw in the late 2000s. That was almost 20 years ago. The Big Three isn't getting NBA players in their prime for obvious reasons. Players can make significantly more money in the NBA, and I highly doubt NBA teams would allow them to compete in the Big Three during the summer because they don't want to risk injury. Last year, Ice Cube came up with a brilliant plan to grow his league. He offered Caitlin Clark $15 million to join the Big Three. She would receive $10 million in salary over 2 years. He offered Caitlin Clark ownership stake, which would potentially be worth millions of dollars. He also gave her 50% of the merchandising revenue, along with ownership in a Big Three documentary that came with a 7-figure advance. The deal was worth $15 million, but it could have been worth significantly more. The diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert, she was offering Caitlin Clark pesos to play pretend basketball, along with potential bonuses in Ethiopian breadcrumbs. Last I checked, dollars were worth a hell of a lot more than pesos, especially when you're talking about millions of dollars. You could combine the salary cap of every team in the dump, and it wouldn't equal this deal that Ice Cube was giving to Caitlin Clark. On the surface, Caitlin Clark had nothing to lose. If she struggled in the Big Three, people would say it's because she's playing against dudes. And not just any dudes, she's playing against former NBA players. If she thrived in the Big Three, Caitlin Clark would be legendary. But for some reason, the Roo from Waterloo turned down the millions of dollars that Ice Cube was offering to cash worthless checks in the WNBA. But that's okay. Ice Cube had a backup plan, right? According to the media, there's more than one star in the WNBA dump. The growth of pretend basketball should be attributed to more than one player. Since Caitlin Clark rejected the offer, Ice Cube could make the same deal with Angel Reese, right? Problem solved. Angel Reese could join the Big Three. Games would be selling out across the country. Millions of people would watch on TV. And the Big Three, it would be more popular than the WNBA. But there was just one problem, one tiny problem. Over the weekend, TMZ approached Ice Cube while he was at the airport in Los Angeles. They asked him why he offered millions to Caitlin Clark but didn't make the same offer to Angel Reese. Sounds like a fair question. I mean, we are living in the era of equity. If the white girl received an offer for millions of dollars, the same offer must be made to someone belonging to a marginalized group. That's how Jemele Hill landed a deal with Spotify. Platform offered Joe Rogan hundreds of millions of dollars to make his show exclusive to Spotify. To balance the scales of equity, they had to make an offer to Jemele Hill. Of course, Spotify learned the hard way that being equitable is the fastest way to being bankrupt. Once they quickly figured out that no one was listening to Smelly Jemele's podcast, Spotify voided the contract. TMZ asked Ice Cube if he made a similar offer to Angel Reese. Now, I can't play the clip because TMZ is notoriously strict with copyright, but Ice Cube basically said, "We can't pay Angel Reese. This isn't the WNBA. We're in business to make money. We don't have the luxury of being subsidized by the NBA. If we're offering millions of dollars to a player, we have to receive a return on that investment. This is not a charity. We're not just giving away money to people who pretend to be victims." Ice Cube told TMZ that he met with corporate sponsors before offering the deal to Caitlin Clark. Now, just to be clear, your average Big Three player isn't really making a lot of money. Average salary is $10,000 a game. Most players are making around $100,000 a season. So this was a major offer that he was giving to Caitlin Clark. But Ice Cube was comfortable with the offer because corporate sponsors assured him that he was going to receive a return on his investment. The sponsors claimed that Caitlin Clark would provide a massive financial boost to the league. Increased ratings and attendance, merchandise, increased revenue from sponsorships. Even though he was breaking the bank for Caitlin Clark, Ice Cube was assured that it would be worth it. Unfortunately, the same assurances were not provided with Angel Reese. Ice Cube told TMZ that his corporate sponsors advised him to not provide the same offer to Angel Reese. Hell, not only did they not provide the same offer, they didn't give Angel Reese any offer. Why? Because Angel Reese doesn't provide value. Angel Reese doesn't guarantee a return on your investment. Basically, Angel Reese is bad business. Again, this is not my opinion. I know lonely men are outraged anytime I point out reality. I know lonely men want their lovely Angel to be on the same level as Caitlin Clark. But the truth is, she's not. Facts don't care about your feelings, and Uncle KC damn sure doesn't care about your feelings. Give me your thoughts on this. Ice Cube provides another brutal dose of reality to Angel Reese. She can pretend to be a star, the media can buy into the illusion, but corporate America clearly is not in the business of Angel Reese. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.